democracies or the pseudo-democracies that we are evolving into. Wars are a result of lies. The Vietnam War and the push for US involvement was a result of the Gulf of Tonkin incident. A lie.
Here, here.
The Iraq War famously is a result of lies. Wars in Somalia are a result of lies. The Second World War and the German invasion of Poland was a result of carefully constructed lies. That is war by media. Let us ask ourselves, of the complicit media, which is the majority of the mainstream press, what is the average death count attributed to each journalist? When we understand that wars come about as a result of lies peddled to the British public and the American public and the publics all over Europe and other countries, then who are the war criminals? It is not just leaders, it is not just soldiers, it is journalists. Journalists are war criminals. And why one might think that that should lead us to a state of despair, that the reality that is constructed around us is constructed by liars, is constructed by people who are close to those that they are meant to be policing. It should lead us also to an optimistic understanding, because if wars can be started by lies, truth can be started, peace can be started by truth.
Look what these bastards are doing to this country. There's soldiers under this rubble all over.
This is very interesting. This war in Iraq that took place after the alleged towers of 2001, September 11, 2001, this alleged war, it got very interesting. There were really no Jews in them towers. Can you explain that?
Well, spiritually, there were a lot of Jews in the towers. A lot of Jews died in those towers, spiritually.
Oh, I see. Well, the 3,000 Jews were not at work that day in those towers. That just gave a lot of people have the impression that the Jewish population out there in New York, was aware that something was going to happen and they didn't show up for work that day.
Yeah, we got a call from the Kahilla that Ariel and some of the boys in the Mossad, they got together and they wired up the buildings and they took them down. It was going to be a hard thing to take them down anyway because we wanted to build some new structures and the buildings were getting old and it was time to bring them down. This way, we make some shekels by destroying the building. Old Silverman, who's a good friend of mine there, Larry, he got a twofer. He got a 2-for-1 there, and he doubled the insurance magically just 3 months before it happened, and then he got a 2-for hit on it, so he made like 4 times his money. I should have been in on the deal. He asked me, but I said, oh, I don't know, let me think about it. It took a little too long for me to think about it, and he pulled the plug. He pulled it, as they say, and so the buildings come down. But at least I got in on the market, and I was short American Airlines, I was short United Airlines, I was short Lloyd's of London Insurance Company because they took a big hit, Allianz Insurance Company, I was
مساء الخير لجميع محبيني. خليني أفاجئكم بخبر جديد. يوم 27/6 مظاهرتي أول يوم العيد. مظاهرتي راح تكون أمام الجامع الكبير في ستوكهولم. راح أحرق القرآن أمام الجامع، وهذه نسخة من الطلب مالتي. شوفوا، أفاجئكم بعد عندي طلبات أخرى راح أعلن عليها بالأيام القادمة. حبايب قلبي اللي بستوكهولم عايش، اللي موجود بستوكهولم، اللي حابب يشارك بمظاهرة ويدعم معنويا ماديا، رابط البايبل تحت اسمي بحسابي.
Sverige visar att du, okej? Jag kan offra mitt blod för Sverige. Så håll käften du, som pratar mycket, okej? Lite blod, jag kan offra den för Sverige. Håll käften. Håll käften din prophet, han är kidnappare, han har haft sex med ett barn, han har dödat många, han har dödat samma. Okej, som är 60 år. En kvinna på 120 år som heter Abu Edis. Okej, han hade skrivit lite ord till Muhammed. Han skickade någon som kungens värld och han stoppade världen mitt i hans lever.